Yeah. No, it's gonna be silent in my background. I'm about to cut my music off when we start. Oh yeah, absolutely. It probably should be more like that anyway. Like that's what it should be. Um, yeah, I really don't feel like bringing a lamp over here. Fuck, I'm gonna have to bring a lamp over here if we're doing these streams, man. Mm, mm. Yeah, for real. Hey, for real, for real. I'm not doing this in the dark like I usually do. Please do out.
Hey guys! I'm not going to snap or do anything like I usually do. This is a stream. But, hello everyone. Welcome to the Proper Gaming Tavern. I know, it's weird. It's different. I don't know if we're going to keep that name yet. But this is the first video, I guess. Not even a video. This is a live stream. Obviously, we're live right now. But this is the first day of our kind of restructuring our content plan for Digital Dive-In, the Proper Gaming Talk Show. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to, do. But we're kind of going to throw in our regular Proper Gaming Talk Show stuff into a new format. So, we both work full time, and we barely have time to chill, let alone run a full-fledged YouTube channel. It's been me doing it for the majority of the time. He's helped out whenever I needed him, and I appreciate the hell out of this guy for doing that, because goddamn, he came in the clutch when I was over in Mexico. So, again, thank you for that. I'm thanking you in real life. Thank you for that. That was lit. But I want to avoid any of those instances going forward. So to help do that, we're moving to a completely live-only structure. Basically, what will happen is we are going to stream every single week, consistently, hopefully, unless, scheduling issues or we're sick or we're on vacation or something, we'll let you guys know, of course. But we're going to be streaming every single Monday around 8 o'clock. Each stream's going to start around 8, just because it works out. I can have time to go eat dinner and just decompress after work, and so can he. But Monday night is going to be our proper game night. That's going to be when Jules and I, and maybe KJ, if he decides to hop on, will get onto a multiplayer game, a co-op game, something, play together. Might not look this good. It took me a while to get this up, but the way my room is set up, I cannot stretch my capture card all the way to my computer from my PlayStation, which is on my TV over there. So we will most likely just be using the streaming software that PlayStation has. So it'll look a little bit less professional. You won't really see our faces, which is, a bummer, because I don't feel like buying a PlayStation camera because that shit's expensive. And the old PlayStation 4 camera doesn't work with the PlayStation 5, so whatever. Anyways, I complained about that when the PS5 came out, because I was like, I literally bought Sandy bought me the PlayStation camera like 2 years ago, and then the PS5 comes out and it's not compatible. I'm like, great.
That is
awesome. Yeah, it was stupid. So it's probably just going to be gameplay, and you'll be able to hear us chat. So that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to that, because that one's more focused on just us playing games anyways. We already played a bunch of betas of games that are coming out this summer. So we have some stuff on the docket that we are definitely going to be looking forward to play. But some games to look forward to. These are going to be a little bit older games, maybe. But we're just playing, what's free, what we haven't played, some throwback stuff. So, we're going to be getting into some Minecraft Dungeons. We're going to be getting into some Dungeons and Dragons. I also saw that Pathfinder, the game, is actually better than Dungeons and Dragons. So we might play that as well. Just telling you about that now.
Down.
Also got Tiny Tina's Wonderland that I never actually bought when it came out, but I know you were hyped about that game. I was hyped about that game. Just never got a chance to play it because it just wasn't on our lists of stuff to buy right then and there. But it was on sale, so I picked it up. Right. And hell yeah.
Nice.
It was like 75% off. I was like, lit. All right, awesome. So there's going to be a lot of games to keep an eye out for on our Proper Game Night Monday stream. So be on the lookout for those. And then Thursday is the Proper Gaming Lounge / Proper Gaming Tavern. If we decide to keep this theme, this kind of thing going on. But it's basically going to be the same structure where we talk about, current game news, current game topics, anything that we really want to talk about this week, anything that's going down. Obviously, we want people in the community to hit us up. Like right now, feel free to go into the chat, ask us questions about how we're feeling about a certain game topic. We 100% want to talk with you guys. This Proper Gaming Tavern is going to be set up like a tavern. We can chat with each other. We can hang out together. We can just talk. We can watch trailers. Whatever. Like, this is just going to be an open platform type of thing. That's what we wanted from this channel in the first place, was to be an open platform, an open community for everyone to come in and, say their piece, no judgment. Like, this is just gamers having fun together. So,
My friend.
I don't know why Spotify stopped. Oop, there we go. Transmitting audio. Oh, wait. Okay. Interesting. There's voice settings. I didn't know that.
And starting with the fun part of the Wait, what?
Okay. So hold on. You get to see my settings. Look at my settings, everyone. Yay. How do you change that? Input sensitivity. Yeah, I know that. Does anyone know how to fix that or stop that? I don't know. Oh, that was loud.
Yep.
That was loud. Oh, was it this? Maybe. I don't know. If it keeps stopping, I'm just going to keep on turning it back on. I apologize. Anywho. Anyways, sorry. Apologize about that. But yeah, so another thing that we really want to do for the Proper Gaming Tavern, which goes with the name, is review a beer at the same time as talking about a game. So this is two bros, chatting about games, drinking a good brew. So this week we have, every week is going to be a new beer, by the way, if I didn't say that before. Every week is going to be a new beer. So this week we got Star Jockey by Yards Brewing Company out in Philly. So it's easy for that guy to find it and everything, because it's really hard to coordinate trying to find the same beer when you're in completely different cities.
Yeah,
all right?
This guy's in Lancaster, which
Yeah.
I used to go to college with this guy. So
Yeah.
I was in Lancaster. That's where we met, partied it up. I love Lancaster, but a lot of shit that they got, we don't got, and vice versa. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start going to the grocery store, just doing a virtual chat with you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
exactly
start-
what I wanted to do. I was just sick of the dog this week, so I literally couldn't.
But but we have to do it when we're both off. So like
Exactly. So like a weekend or an evening or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look pretty fucking weird going through a fucking brewery store, like, yo, Pat.
Yo, look at this one. Look at this one.
And they were like, yo, what are you guys doing? So maybe not a virtual chat, but at least a phone call.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
either way, Star Jockey. This is from the Rumble Pack, which is a variety pack by Yards. Brand new variety pack by Yards. Very game related. Actually, I'm going to go grab it because I have it right here.
Very cool box. I like it a lot. It's very dope.
So it looks like this. My camera's also not mirrored, so I apologize if it's backwards. But yeah, it looks like that. Rumble Pack by Yards. Very video game related. Very cool. One of the main reasons we got this one. But yeah, this one is Star Jockey Galaxy Hop Hazy IPA.
Before I even open it, I love retro.
Cool.
I love retro gaming. I love this. I love pixel art gaming. I love pixel art anything. This is really fucking cool.
It is a gorgeous bottle for sure.
And then it's like shiny on the metallic parts. You sit it down on a white surface and it looks like it's glowing. Like it looks like it's glowing on my scene right now. Like it's actual space. The visually very, very appealing. If I saw this at a bar, I would, or saw this at a brewery, just looking at it, I would take it.
Right.
I didn't even know this was going to be in here. I just picked it up because that was what you recommended, and then I opened it. I was like, "Yo, this is really fucking pretty."
I figured you would like it because it's all 8-bit art. It's all Mario, Donkey Kong, old school game inspired and everything, and they even have like a difficulty level on the side. So
beer, and it describes the beer.
Right,
so
exactly.
Cool.
So it's like, so in the pack, we'll give you guys like, each week we're going to be doing a different beer, right? Occasionally sit on Vibe right now. That's fine. That's cool, bro. You're good. But anyways, so they go from like easy to extreme because they got to be, hardcore about it. But we're going with hard. right now.
Well, like, no, we're on medium.
No, this is hard. Star Jockey is hard.
Star Jockey was medium, and it was the second one.
Nope. Medium is level up.
No, I thought medium was one. Well, what's one then?
It's right here. So, easy is Pit Viper, medium is level up, hard is Star Jockey, and extreme is very mega. Very mega.
Oh, we're on hard? Oh, all right.
We're on hard. We're going, because look, you know what? I like to play games my first playthrough on the hard difficulty. Not the hardest, but hard. I always play on hard. If it's too hard, then I'll downgrade it from there. But, so that's what works out. You know, we're starting the brand new gaming, proper gaming talk show content platform on the hardest difficulty, because of course we are, because we're masochists. But anyways, so this is a Star Jockey Hazy IPA, 7.2 APV. That's possible.
It is a little bit of a low tolerance for me, though. Anyway.
Ooh, I love that sound.
Nice. That was dope. That was dope.
So my flavor palette might be kind of fucked because I'm so congested. But
I also have a sinus cold.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I had. So anyways, let's
Oh, I just do it straight out the can.
I mean, that's fair. I'm trying to be.
I'm a barbarian that way.
And yes, I know. I like to do a hard pour because it leads to less bloat. There's that one. So, cheers, buddy. Sláinte.
Cheers. Dope.
Ooh, that's nice.
I like that.
I like that too.
Really smooth, really light, but it's 7.2, so you're gonna feel it. And
yeah, right. That's a 7.2. Like that doesn't taste like a
nice.
7.2.
That's nice. That's real nice. I like that.
So do I.
For everybody to know, my bread and butter is Sour Monkey. It is 9.5% sour, and it tastes just like.
I hate sours.
It tastes just like Sour Patch Kids. It's so delicious.
Yeah, no, I don't like to drink sour. Okay, to be fair, what was that like? Okay, I love sour candy. I love sour candy, but I can't do sour beers.
It tastes like sour candy.
Yeah, I can't do sour beers though. Sour Monkey's okay, but like there's some other Victory ones that like I'm just not the biggest fan of.
Yeah, usually I like Victory beers. Victory beers are probably my favorite kind. Like
Victor's are good. Victor's are good for the most part. I don't like Golden Monkey. I hate Golden Monkey.
Yeah, I used to hate Golden Monkey too, and then I got it by accident so many times because there were so many times where I would ask for Sour Monkey and they would just give me Golden Monkey. I was like, that's not what I asked for, but you already
they just heard Monkey.
So,
they just heard Monkey.
Yeah, exactly. So they just gave me. So over time, especially at times when I was drunk already, and I didn't give a fuck. I started drinking. I was like, that's not so bad. I could substitute it now if I needed to, but yeah, Sour Monkey's my bread and butter. It's probably my favorite beer ever. I've been drinking beer for a long. I guess like 7-8 years now. So, and I've tried a lot of different beers. I used to live 2 blocks down from the Yards Brewing Company in Philly. So
yeah, that's cool.
I'm going there. Yards is dope. I like it.
Yards is really nice. I've been drinking Yards for years. I just today realized that they were out of Philly, so I was like, "Oh, that's dope as hell. That makes this so much easier." Awesome.
Yeah.
I was trying to find like a simple one for this first stream because we didn't have a whole lot of time to actually coordinate and go out and find these beers and everything. So
this was a good start. Like
this was a good start, right?
I like the variety pack. This one is a winner already. Like the first one we tried, it was really good. I like it.
This is great so far. I'm loving this.
Got this retro vibe to I've been buying a lot of retro games lately, and
yeah, definitely.
Oh God, so vibing. I love this. I took a picture of this, and I'm gonna post it on my page, and then like, yo, come to.
There you go. There you go.
Tablet.
There you go.
Shoot for the stars.
Sorry if I sound a little bit nasally, a little bit coffee. I'm still getting over a cold, but anyways. So the main reason you guys are here today, all of our, we had 6 viewers so far. We don't have any more right now, but we had 6 viewers. So shout out to you 6 viewers if you watch this again, or if you pop back in. But anyways, one of them might have been KJ. Who knows? But anyways, main reason you guys are probably here today.
To see my stoned ass face, but whatever.
Well, that too. You're probably here to see this beautiful bastard right here. Or you're here to see this goofy ass mustached guy, but you're probably here for the gaming news and the gaming conversations, the gaming stuff, and we're the gaming channel. We should probably talk about gaming. Yeah? So this week there's a lot that went down and a lot that is not great. Which one do you want to start with?
Feels right.
So I think the biggest thing that came out of this week was a lot of new. We got two separate stories about E3, and the first one leads up to the second one, and I actually called the first one or the second one when the first one dropped. You'll understand in a moment. But anyways, Ubisoft pulled out of E3 2023. Why? We don't really know.
No, I won't get to see Ubisoft. What happened to that Quartz thing, eh?
Yeah, right. I don't really know. I assumed that they were just going to go to Summer Games Fest because that's what a lot of people are going to.
Yo, and you find out they are some hoes. They are
I'm not
some
surprised.
hoes.
I'm not surprised though because let's be honest here. Summer Games Fest 1 is a smaller gaming event than E3. Or at least it was. Now it's actually about the same size as E3.
What is so important? What is so important that they had to be hoish to show us the next 3 Assassin's Creed games?
Well,
I'm
that's
not
the
hype
thing.
about that. What, Skull and Bones? I'm not hype about that either. That's gonna be whatever. We
can talk about Skull and Bones because I'm actually hesitantly excited for that, but I have my own issues with it. But
they've canceled 4 to 5 projects in the last 3 years. They can't get anything right. They're doing whatever.
Ubisoft is becoming a really shitty dev.
Oh no, I can't say Ubisoft. What the fuck are you going to show me, bro? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's the reason they pulled out of E3 though, because they're like, okay, we don't have that much to show, and E3 is a huge event. Typically, it's a huge event. So it's why should we pay all this money to go to E3 when we only have maybe a handful of things to show off? It's going to be an hour showcase at most. We can have a more focused showcase at the Summer Games Fest where we have a smaller audience, but it's way more focused in on them. That makes sense. It just does. Yeah.
But so they can reemerge Ubisoft Quartz and fail twice. I don't need to see that either. I mean, I'll laugh at that. That'd be hilarious. But I don't need to see that either.
I mean, we all know what we're going to see at whatever Ubisoft shows, right? We're obviously going to see Skull and Bones. Obviously. We're obviously going to see more about the Assassin's Creed games that they teased last year. They've been giving us more stuff about, what was it, the Mirage? Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is the return to form Assassin's Creed. And, Assassin's Creed used to be one of my favorite franchises ever. I got very burned out by Assassin's Creed because it stopped being, what it was in the first place. Assassin's Creed was this awesome franchise that took you back in time to actual historical events, and they actually cared about historical accuracy, but they just tweaked the story and the lore and the history a bit to fit in this whole fight between assassins and Templars and everything. And that was so cool. That was the coolest thing about it, was seeing an alternative form of history. And I like that a lot. Now, obviously, it's not so much focused on historical events. It still has a historical setting, and it's still, obviously, all this stuff still actually happened, but they're delving way more into the fantastical realm of stuff. You have, god weapons now. You have crazy abilities that obviously nobody would have had in real life, even assassins or even Templars, right? Now, they still have the Pieces of Eden, which grant certain powers that's different. I'm talking about these crazy ass weapons that are just cosmetic weapons to make the game more fun, right? Whatever. Now you can get, Thor's hammer in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's okay, so we just had basically Thor running around in the Viking Age? What? Calm down. That's kind of ridiculous, kind of stupid. I don't like that. And then you give, him the ability to, basically teleport and shit. I'm like, oh my god, this is so stupid. I don't like that shit.
They lost me after Pirates. I was done. I was out.
The pirate game, Black Flag, was one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorites. Love that game to death. Oh my god.
I find Pirates absolutely boring.
Dude, I love Pirates so much.
Johnny Depp made it cool. Johnny Depp made it cool for a good 5 years, and then after that, I was over it. Like, and even still, then you couldn't pay me to play an Assassin's Creed pirate game. Like, I was not a fan.
Dude, I dressed up.
After 3, I was good. Like,
I mean, so were a lot of people. It should have been a trilogy, but I mean, they saw money, and yeah. But no, dude, I love pirates. Like, I dressed up as a pirate to the last Ren Fair, and that was lit. That was so much fun. My costume was awesome too. I was proud of that costume. I make up everything.
And that was one of my things where it's just like pirates weren't really assassins; they were brutes.
Well, no, like if you actually played the game, you would see, like, just because they're pirates, that they're not assassins, right? You're playing as one pirate who became an assassin. That's what the whole thing was. You're playing one pirate guy who discovered the assassins by mistake and then found out that their creed was actually something that he agreed with and joined them, essentially. Yeah, so it's not just, oh, all pirates are assassins. No, it's not like that. But the game itself was really, really fun. Not even the assassin stuff. I didn't even give a shit about that in that game. But
I did.
Well, no, but like in Black Flag, it was like, you know, being a pirate, just being a pirate. That was fun as shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't care for that. Like, I don't care for the sea battles. I don't care for.
I really don't. It was great.
I would have hated that game. Personally, I would have hated that game. Even though the story sounds interesting, I just don't fuck with pirate culture. It's just like I said, I didn't make it cool for a couple years. I was over it after that.
Hey, he had a black first mate though, so there's that.
Oh, that was cool.
A freed slave. His whole DLC was Freedom Cry, where it was Adewale, who was a freed slave and went back and freed other slaves.
I tried to play Freedom Cry. Cool. You know, I tried to play Freedom Cry. That was cool, and I played it for like 10 minutes and I just put it down. I hate the structure of Assassin's Creed where like
that's fair.
They force you to do certain side missions and time, like they have like just like really annoying missions that like
they sometimes do. Yeah,
if the game is glitching or it's not performing right, then it becomes a nightmare.
It does. It does. I'm not even going to fight you on that. It 100% does.
After Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, like I was kind of good, but like Assassin's Creed 1 was kind of really bad, and after that, I was It didn't have the greatest start, but it was like their first like try at this style of game, and it was impressive for what it was. But then Assassin's Creed 2 is where things really took off and got really, really good. Now, Assassin's Creed Mirage, that is going to be, you know, their return to form, because like they've been doing all these really deep RPG style Assassin's Creed games, and not everyone loves them. And I'm one of those people who does not love the deep RPG Assassin's Creed. Like, I loved Origins. Origins was so much fun. But honestly, in Valhalla, I was like, I had to force myself to finish Valhalla, and I wasn't a fan. But Mirage. I mean, once I saw the promotion trailer before it was out, and they were like, building rocks. I said,
yeah, it was. The game itself was weird. I wasn't the biggest fan of it at all. But Mirage is supposed to be the return to form, and it looks a lot like the original Assassin's Creed. It's set, like, I think, obviously way after the original Assassin's Creed, when the assassins are actually up and doing shit. But, well, actually, I guess it's set before the original Assassin's Creed. My bad. I apologize. It's set before the original Assassin's Creed. So, that's different. To
be fair, I'm not booing Valhalla as in I'm saying the developers suck. I appreciate all your hard work and everything you did. I'm just sure that Ubisoft can be probably a real bastard. I'm just going to put that out there. You guys did great job.
You do realize it was made by Ubisoft, right?
I mean, yeah, but there's also like the developers, and then there's also the publishing side, the marketing team. You know.
Well, it was made and published by Ubisoft. So. Ubisoft is the developer and publisher, so they.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are different departments. There's not one department that does everything.
Yeah, I forget which department made Valhalla. Like, I don't know if it was Ubisoft Montreal or if it was Ubisoft. I forget exactly, but either way, yeah, just wasn't the biggest fan of that game. But yeah, besides that, we may get some. I doubt we're going to get anything for another Far Cry game. I doubt we're going to get anything for like extensions onto Far Cry 6. It's probably just going to be Assassin's Creed and then Skull and Bones, which Skull and Bones, like, as much as I love pirates, and I know my buddy Phil is super hype about Skull and Bones, like, it looks like a early PS4 game. It does not look like a next-gen PS5 game, and that bums me out. I'm like, well, it could have been a lot better, okay?
Hey, Patrick, you're about to make me go on a rant, because...
Go for it, rant up, buddy.
Ever since 2020, they promised all this good shit, and time after time again, they have to scale things back from what they originally announced. Remember, the original next-gen console trailers, 30 FPS is over. You're not playing anything under 4K 60. You're just going to be having the time of your life. And then it's like, oh yeah, we had to upscale to 4K on Returnal. Sorry, you're not really getting that. Oh yeah, we had to scale back Gotham Knights to 30 frames. Sorry, you're not really getting what you should be getting. Oh yeah, you know, what's the new one? Oh yeah, we had to scale back Starfield to 30 frames. Sorry that you're not getting what you thought you were getting. And it's just like every single time there's a big game that comes out, and they're just like, yo, we had to scale things back. And I'm like, but what happened to this being gone? Why am I paying $70? Not $70, $75 thanks to tax. Why am I paying close to $80 for a game that is X and runs like it's been made 10 years ago? Why?
I get it completely, dude. I get it completely.
So
and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
This is not a surprise.
Yeah. But I don't know. But I like I said, that is exactly why Ubisoft pulled out E3, which is a much bigger showcase than Summer Games Fest. But now Summer Games Fest is becoming the next big, gaming showcase besides Gamescom. I think Summer Games Fest is actually bigger than Gamescom. But
it doesn't matter. Watch all of them. Literally,
yeah. Seriously, watch all of them for sure.
Like,
obviously,
literally, thanks to Steam, I'm getting exposed to all these game conferences that happen around the world. There's like 4 that happen in Japan every year. There's 3 that happen in the UK. There's the 3 or 4 that happen in the US. Like, and Steam represents all of that. And you start understanding, like, and seeing that, wow, this goes a lot bigger than just Gamescom, Game Awards, and Games Fest. There's like so much more, Just last week, there was the Mix Showcase, Then,
dude, there were so many showcases that you showed me. I was like, how? Where were these all coming from? Where did they all get advertised? Because I didn't see shit for these.
Like, you want to talk about it? Let's start with like 4 weeks ago, the Netcom conference. They dropped RoboCop gameplay. They dropped Golem gameplay. They dropped Resident Evil 4. They dropped Kai. Then they dropped the next week after that, there was like the Mix, where like the Mix is like another mini game conference or showcase that happens every year, and they usually have a spot in Game Fest as well, and they have the Black Voices in Gaming segment as well, like that whole thing, they showcase more about, I liked Morbus 7 Acolytes. They showed off a sequel for that, and they showed more about Witchfire.
Witchfire looks lit. Witchfire looks so freaking good, dude. Oh my god.
And then in the past 2 weeks, we got 2 Remnant trailers or 3 Remnant 2 trailers.
Yo, seriously, what the heck?
Like, gaming is popping up. We got a Hyperlight Breaker trailer and the Mix showcase. Gaming has just been popping up with these showcases, and nobody's talking about it because it's not Gamescom or I'm like, yo, these little showcases are showing off games that we love. Like, Hyperlight Breaker looks amazing.
It really does.
Like, it looks so beautiful. I saw that trailer. I was like, how does this not have 1 million views? The first game was so good. Highlighted up there with Hades. Highlighted up there with Dead Cells. Real. Like,
I didn't play the first time. I didn't even know this was a sequel.
Oh yeah, and it did. The first one did really well. It was made by that. It was made. I don't know. You probably heard the story. Like, this guy had this like critical heart disease.
Yeah.
And like, That's where he got the base idea for. So I have it on my wishes. I'm going to play that eventually. But that's also I have to back play Octopath Traveler because I bought Octopath
Oh,
Traveler
that's
1 and
such a good
2
game.
at the same time. So I have Octopath Traveler 2. I cannot wait to play it.
Yeah.
I have to finish Octopath Traveler 1 first. I couldn't. I wanted to play it for years, ever since it came out, before it even got to other consoles. That was the one thing that I actually wanted to go to Nintendo for, was Octopath Traveler 1. That game is so dope.
Yeah.
And
No,
so now,
yeah.
so
It
I'm
was.
back. I'm back playing a lot of games. I'm back playing Witcher 2 and 3, so I can get ready for Witcher 1 and Witcher 4. So,
Yo, right?
can we talk about it?
Yo,
Can we talk about it?
yo,
Like, yo,
God.
the
Where
return
the-
of Witcher, dog.
where-
It's coming back on the map, bro.
Yeah, but we got that news like what, 2 years ago or some shit?
Oh my
Where
God.
is it? I want more. I want some updates. Give me an update so I know this game is just in development hell.
It was just like, yo, no, it's not, because they were just like, yo, we're also remaking Witcher 1. Have fun with that, boys.
But they're also
like,
working. That's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing though, because CD Projekt Red is not a huge dev team. Like they're like 250 people, right? So they
like that, though. That's nice.
yeah, but they're also working on the expansion for, or the DLC, I guess, to Cyberpunk, which looks lit. I mean, it's got freaking Idris Elba in it, and what the hell? I love that. That's insane. Oh my god, I am so hyped to see Idris in freaking Cyberpunk.
Whoa. They disappointed with Keanu's role. Don't. You gotta.
We
don't know.
Okay, no, they
miscast
miscast Keanu. Like a lot of people will say that Keanu can play any role that he's in. No, you can't. It was a weird role. Okay, like it didn't really.
They may have made
fit
the
for
same
him.
mistake twice. Come on, let's just. You gotta wait to see it. You don't want to get too hyped and then get disappointed.
I know. But
what if he's just like some 10-second illusion and he's just sitting there for like 10 seconds? They're like, oh, what was that?
Just use him to market the game.
Yeah, right, exactly. So,
But no, like they got that expansion. Then they're remaking Witcher 1 using Unreal Engine and all this shit. Then they're coming or making and developing Witcher 4. So it's like, oh my, they have so many projects, and obviously, you know,
I believe in him.
I do too. Obviously, but like we're going to see the expansion for Cyberpunk first. Then we're going to see Witcher 1. Then we're going to see Witcher 4 in like 5 years. Like it's going to be a while.
They may not have wanted to do it, but I respect them for giving the refunds. I do.
Oh yeah, they were real MVPs for that. I didn't refund mine because I was happy with it. I played it. It crashed my system a bunch, but it was still a ton of fun. So I was like, it is what it is.
It does come to the question, and this is a controversial, not even controversial, it's just a question of gaming. Like, can we get some preservation? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, certain game devs and certain platforms have been working on preservation. I mean, you know, Xbox has the whole backwards compatibility thing that's doing really, really good things for gaming preservation. Uh-oh. Why did everything freeze? Hello? Uh-oh. Shit. What the fuck? What just happened? Everything's playing. Oh, there we go. It's back. Yay. Dude, everything froze for a second. I don't know why. Sorry about that, guys. Apologize. My computer just went... Bleh. You can clip that. Anyways,
I I'm just really excited to see what CD Projekt Red is coming out with. Like, and it's just like I admittedly didn't really start really getting into. I bought Witcher the one time like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
uh, because I was looking for something to play and I was doing it the most basic bitch way. I was just like, yo, what are the PS3 games they got 10 out of 10 this year? And that was Metal Gear Solid 5 and The Witcher 3. And I tried Metal Gear Solid 5. It was really cool. It was
Yeah,
a first
it's
Metal Gear
fun,
Solid
but the story is
really
so
care.
freaking weird.
I saw a flaming dolphin. I was like, "What the fuck is
Metal
this?"
Gear, the Metal Gear story is just nuts.
I was like, I thought I've never played a Metal Gear game before. I was like, yo, I thought this was just a regular story about a badass dude that was Snake. I was like, where did this flaming dolphin come from?
Also, Snake isn't even Snake. Spoilers, but yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I heard you could just jump in and have a good time. I jumped in.
You can technically because
like,
that game has so much to do because there's such a focus on world building and maintaining that world that you can get lost in it real quick because there's a whole thing about building your own army and that you can get attacked by another player's army at any point. So you got to make sure that you have, soldiers that are really good and can actually defend your base because it'll be an AI versus AI fight. But like you can spend like so many hours in the game just hunting down the perfect soldiers to kidnap and brainwash. Basically, you can just kidnap any enemy you want and have them be on your team. I'm like, what the fuck? I almost got screwed because someone of mine got sick or something, and then it started to spread, and I couldn't. It was weird. Anyways, that game is fun, but it's just so freaking random.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, this goes into. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say there's just been so many drops this past couple weeks with gameplay. Like Tekken's been showing off their characters, and Street Fighter's been showing off more of what they got going on.
Wulong Fallen Dynasty.
Yeah, Wulong Fallen Dynasty dropped, and I played the demo. It feels really good. I do want to pick it up eventually. I always knew it was going to be a really good game, and that's why I put it on my draft, and it did give me some points. Also, my next game draft did drop. It was called 9 Years of Shadow.
Oh yeah, how did that do?
Came out on Monday. I really love the game. It's got a mostly positive on Steam. It's really fun.
How did it review though? Like, did it get you many points?
No, I've been checking it. It's got that little time sand thing. Like, I don't know why they're withholding it.
Because they're probably just trying to get more people to review it. Maybe because they didn't get many people reviewing it because it was a smaller game. So they're trying to get more reviews in before they aggregate points.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
all these game drops, all these, gameplay drops and everything like that all contribute to the second bit of E3 news, which is the biggest part because E3 leaving is like, okay, whatever, you left. You only had a couple games to show off anyways. But the biggest shit is that E3 2023 for like the third year in a row has been canceled. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just decide not to come back at all after this. Like, anyone can really say why it was canceled, but essentially they said in an email said that while E3 remains a beloved event and brand, that the 2023 version simply did not garner the sustained interest necessary to execute it in a way that would showcase the size, strength, and impact of our industry. And no shit, that's because you lost all three big devs, you lost a bunch of third-party devs, and there's all these other gaming showcases that are doing a better job than you. So...
But it's also just really, really annoying. No, let's be real here. Like, all these other showcases are really cheesy, corny. They try to do exactly what E3 does, but worse. So no, it's not.
Summer Games Fest is good. Summer Games Fest was good.
No, it's cheesy. The dialogue is cheesy as fuck. The overall event, yeah, it's great because this also Summer Games Fest is so much respect because they give indie games their real shine, and like I have found so many AA games and indie games off of Summer Game Fest in the last 3 years that have been bangers, bro. Like Mortal Shell banger. Like,
that Mortal Shell was actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Little Hellsinger, banger. BPM, banger. All from Summer Games Fest, bro. Like, they have been spitting out so many banger fucking games. Hyper Light Drifter, banger. Dead Cells, banger. Like, Hades, banger. All from Summer Games Fest.
Right.
So, like, I'm saying Summer Games Fest is fucking GOAT in my book, man. Like, that shit's dope, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I will give you, like, that their overall structure is super cringe. Their hosts and everything, like, it's whatever. But the stuff that they show off is great. It's really, really good. They have a whole indie showcase, like you said. They have space for AAA devs, space for just developers to talk and give you more information, just look like actual human beings, which is great. I love that. And that's what E3 used to do. But E3 fell off even before COVID hit. So they were just losing steam over and over and over again because they were more focused on like big events rather than providing quality content, you know? Like they were focused on like the exact definition. And even though I enjoyed it, and KJ had a really good point, right? Was the Last of Us Part 2 showcase back in 2018. When that, for E3, the whole thing was really cool. It was gorgeous. They showed up, but like what they showed was just whatever. They just showed a little bit of gameplay and a cinematic trailer. But they had this entire building built, this entire longhouse built. They had this whole thing, they had the music, the guy playing the guitar and everything. It was a great show, but the content itself that they showed was just meh. Whatever. So it was more spectacle than it was actual quality content. And that's what they started to fall. That was the trap they started to fall into, was they were doing more spectacle rather than quality content. Whereas Summer Games Fest, Gamescom, all these summer game showcases, they just show you guys, just gaming showcases. They don't really focus on spectacle all that much, and they just leave it at that. And we're all happy with it. What I would like is if they had a physical version of Summer Games Fest, because that's what made E3 cool. That's what made it interesting.
I think why we do need E3. I do think we need E3 because at the end of the day, it just gets so much to be caught up on these showcases, man. Like you got mini showcases, you got so now that E3 is gone, you got the bit. Oh my bad. I'll wait till you come back.
It's okay. I just bump my nose. I'm listening to you.
All right. I'll wait till you come back. That's fine. No, yeah. So when you break it all down, you got the 3 big company showcases. Then you got the third-party showcases. Then you got now Unreal Engine has its own showcase, and all these other game engine have showcases. Then you got these AA publishers and AAA publishers individually have showcases. Then you got the developer showcase. It's so much to keep up with. It's so much. But with E3, everybody came to E3. Everything was all in one place.
Exactly. It was nice. But at the same time,
I do kind of need E3 to come back. Just don't make it cheesy. Give it to me raw. And then just have everybody in one place. That's all we need to do.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know why you're complaining about that when all these different showcases literally give us real easy content. Real easy content.
Don't be fucking lazy, kids. Don't be like this guy. Don't be this guy.
It's not lazy. It's facts, though. Also, round 2, why don't we?
Oh, fuck it. Round 2.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten there yet.
I was waiting for you, kind of, but then,
Also, do you guys want me to explain why I'm a fan of the hard pour? Do you know why I'm a fan of the hard pour?
I'm waiting for you to explain.
So, the hard pour, while it does give you a shit ton of head, this all right here turns into beer, by the way. But this is all the CO2 escaping while you're pouring the beer, and then all this foam turns into a beer. Whereas a soda, it's just CO2 and air, and that's all it is. It does not turn into soda. The foam in beer turns into more beer, which is lit. But if you don't do that, all that CO2 is released as you're drinking it in your stomach, and that's what leads to the beer bloat. And it's a whereas if you pour it hard, it breaks up the CO2, does not make you as bloated. Also, it allows the flavors to get expanded a little bit. It's really nice. It leads to just a much better drink. Got a little bit of foam, give it a moment, and look, it's already mostly down. So there you go. Enjoy. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers.
From your beer daddy. Anyways. But no, I mean, we've talked a lot about E3 on the channel, right? And I would say linked is here, but I can't do that anymore because we can't do cards on live stream. Go find it on our channel because our E3 talks were legitimately good. Like KJ had some really good points when we were talking about E3.
We're rebranding, sir. They're not going to go look for it. We could just try and summarize as best as we can.
Well, we kind of did. All
right, cool.
We kind of just did, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know what you guys think, but like, I think E3 is necessary just because it helps condense. The problem is that like it's a good and thought where it can condense things, but you just gotta make sure you leave room for everybody. Make it like a real like Gamescom. Gamescom is a 3-4 day event.
Yeah.
Like, Games Fest.
So is E3. E3 was like a whole week.
So, and they had schedule, but like their schedule was like it was like short, and it was just like
yeah, it was for the actual showcase schedule was a lot more condensed for E3 because it was only like a couple hours a day. It was like maybe 4 hours in total a day of showcases, but the entire event, like there was so much to do with the event. And you know what? I agree with you that we do need E3 because E3 really gives you like the gaming community just so much more because like during the event people could go. There were gameplay events where people could go in, like if you bought tickets and shit, you could go play games like before they release and shit. That was so cool. We got to hear firsthand accounts of like on hand reviews of games from what they played and how they felt about them, and that was really cool. And
I'm a maybe have a hot take or maybe not, whatever. But like you can say so even if you don't care about like everything being in one place, you can say what you want. E3 was just a place where like you could communicate and like I love video games because it's something that it became like even when I was a kid, it became something as a community like you and somebody else play video games.
Exactly.
It was a whole connection, and E3 is just like where everybody, no matter who you are, can come together as a community
100%.
and celebrate being able to connect with another person over video games. That's why co-op games became so fun. That's why multiplayer became so fun. Because you can bond with somebody, make friends, and then enjoy gaming together. That's
what this whole channel is always about, was bringing people together through our love of video games.
On a deeper level, I think we need E3 because it keeps the toxicity down. It reminds everybody that everybody is a human being coming together to play video games, not just a screen name that you can go tell to kill yourself just because you did something online that somebody didn't like. It reminds each other of the humility of everything. Just the love and the compassion that we all came and love video games for. We didn't come together with video games just to talk shit on each other. That's not why, video games became such a big thing in the 90s and the 80s and, the 2000s. It was a community thing. Everybody that,
100%.
got rejected by or didn't care for sports or whatever came to video games. Same thing with everybody else. It was just like a walk of life thing,
It was,
and it still is. And E3 is a celebration of that because everybody does it in person. Like most showcases now are digital, and it's just like that's cool, but you kind of forget the humanity of everything when you're just typing on screens and you could just say whatever the fuck you want, be as degrading as whatever. But Like when everybody's in that room together, that energy, and you see that next big game, whether it was fucking God of War 1 reboot or God of War 1 the original or
Yeah.
fucking Doom, Half-Life 1, whatever it was, when you saw that fucking game and you look to the stranger next to you, and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what's fucking
Right.
happening?
See,
You saw
that's
Kingdom Hearts 2, you remember those days you saw
oh
Kingdom Hearts
man,
2?
no,
You saw
exactly.
fucking
That's
Crisis
like
2, whatever,
that
like,
spectacle, that kind of like
that
community
was,
involvement that you all are experiencing the same thing for the first time ever, right then and there.
right,
That's why.
right,
That's why like Avengers Endgame was
beautiful.
so damn important because
Yes.
all those people that went to go see it opening night, they all got to experience it together and listen.
Mm-hmm.
And I still, whenever I'm feeling like bummed or like, oh man, maybe Marvel isn't there anymore. Like I go back and watch those videos of like live theater reactions to those big scenes, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. I love to hear everyone be like, oh my god. And I'm like, I miss that, man.
Yeah,
God.
that's what that's what E3 is for. The Game Awards, bless their souls, they have been trying to step in with that, with like
Yeah.
having in-person events and stuff. And shout out to Mr. Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh god, that was priceless, man. Like at first I was confused, and then the more I started watching it on YouTube because I was watching it live, that was also uh, the stream, the game showcase that set me on the path to get on my friend's Steam Decks. Because they said they were giving out free Steam Decks, and I was like, yo, all the homies, I got a Steam Deck. It's amazing. I'm the first one out of our friend group to get one. Let you know it's great. Hey, this is the chance for y'all to get one. Just watch this, do this, then the third.
Yeah.
And none of my homies got one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get y'all Steam Decks. This is fine. It's whatever. I'll
Yeah,
take
see,
over.
I'm still waiting on
You
my
know?
Steam Deck. What the heck, bro?
And so, like, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. But like,
I'm kidding.
that was the one that was just like, all right, well, gaming showcases are still funny. You can still
Yeah.
have some entertainment with it.
No,
You
yeah,
know,
totally,
and
totally.
I think in-person game shows are definitely important with game showcases. Like, and that's the thing I liked about Gamescom. They had an Xbox booth. They had like booths for people to still come in and
They did,
play
yeah.
different games.
And they had
So, like,
panels for you to talk directly to the devs themselves.
yeah,
They
exactly.
had, live interviews that you could sit in and talk to. Plus, it was just basically like a Comic-Con for video games where people could go and watch all the showcases, dress up, just have fun as a community. And I wanted to go to E3 so damn bad, right? That was my thing that I wanted to do so badly. And I never got the chance to do it because I never had the money. I was in college at the time. I had no money.
I never had a chance. I
Like
never had a
shit.
chance to do it. I never. This is gonna sound fucked. I never thought it could have been a possibility that I could do it. That sounds just really
fair.
depressing.
No, I mean, yeah,
But,
it's like this. E3 was like
I
the
never
gaming
even-
version of Tomorrowland, right? Or like
My
Tomorrowland's
parents-
a big event for EDM fans, right? E3 was our Tomorrowland, okay? But
My
man,
parents said yes to a lot of things. I didn't even think it was in the realm of possibility for me to go to E3, and that was thanks to a
Yeah.
interesting upbringing. So it was just like, and I was like, oh man, I never got to go.
yeah.
Fuck.
And I don't know if it's
Saying
going
I-
to come back. I really, really hope it comes back.
No,
but
but
I don't have high
I'm gonna make
hopes.
it. No, so I'm gonna not make the same mistake twice. I'm gonna try and make it to a Game Awards. I'm gonna try and make it to the
Yo,
next.
Game Awards is going to be hard. Game Awards is like trying to get into the freaking Emmys or Oscars.
I'm gonna try and make it to the next gaming conference.
I want to go to
Next
PAX.
level.
I want to go to PAX East real
Yeah,
freaking bad.
let's
I
make it a
really,
trip. Let's
really
do
do.
it.
Because like it's all
Absolutely.
about like video creators and we're fucking that. Like
We get a professional camera, just record our travels.
fuck yeah.
Like, hey,
Vlog
we're
the shit out of
exotic.
that.
We're people.
We're
Like,
people.
We're official game people. We do
Right.
gaming things. Like, so I think we should make it a trip. We should both go. I think that would be a good idea.
Pull
Like a little
KJ
vacation.
and our significant others along too. Cindy will hate it. Well, she might not. She might enjoy it. I don't know.
And we could make it a boys thing, but like
Well, we
if
could
you
make
wanna
it a
bring-
boys thing.
I
We'll,
mean, you
we'll,
could-
we'll cross that bridge when we get to
Because
it.
they're gonna hate it anyway. I don't want that kind of
I
negativity
mean,
with
fair.
me.
I mean,
Keep that shit
fair.
at home, girl. Like,
I mean, fair. Look, guys, we spent a lot of time on these first 2 stories, right? Like we spent a good 45 minutes on just these stories, so we're not gonna hold you up much more. But
Stream.
it is a stream. It is a stream. I'm trying to keep it to like a 2-hour stream, okay? Not spend all night doing this. Even though I have no problem just hanging out and just chatting for like 5 hours on stream. Like I have zero issue with that whatsoever. But at the same time, I work in the morning, and I kind of just want to chill. So, anyways,
Yeah, I do too.
But no. So yeah, E3's canceled. It's a huge bummer. I'm bummed. Let us know what you think about that in the comment section below. We have a bunch of other news. There's one thing that I want to really talk about. I know there's a couple things that you really want to talk about. So let's open it up for some smaller stories that may not have gotten the attention that our 2 big stories have gotten. Jules, what you got for me, buddy?
So, they actually did a little mini gaming showcase for Zelda Tears of Kingdom.
Oh, yeah,
And,
they did.
Yeah, they did. I did not know that. My
Neither
friend
did
Ed
I.
is... Shout out to Bang Games. My friend Ed did a video on it, or a video critique on it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Gotta love Ed.
It was just like, he's watching it, we were watching it, and he plays the trailer, and it was just like, it looks like the same game. It just looks like an updated deals.
I mean, see, I hate it when
so there were some cool parts. They had some cool mechanics. You could rewind time to create platforms to get to different places.
That's new.
You could like free fall throughout. Like if you get knocked off the sky, you can like free fall to safety. You know, that's really cool. Like they allow you to like just die. Like there's a lot of verticality in the game.
Yeah.
It seems like. No, that's where they. But other than that, like it just looks like a nice little updated $70 upgrade from the last game. You know, so I mean, but like I think it's funny because I think the guy said literally like, this looks like the same game, but it's not. You can no, so like they do have really cool puzzles where you can turn something into like a fan and then attach it to like a log and make like a makeshift like a kind of jet thing to go across the water with. Which is really cool. You kind of create different, like, you know, so it does look cool, but like I think it's funny because they try to make it seem like it was so distinct, and it's just like, no, it's not really distinct. It's just that the things that you added were really cool. So you get a pass for that, you know. But it pretty much looks, you know, it looks like it's gonna be fun, but like it also just looks like because of the Switch hardware, it wasn't able to make maybe as big of a difference as it maybe wanted to or could have or should have because of the limitations of the Switch.
Look, I will argue with you.
What they couldn't do was what they couldn't do with that, with the performance and the graphics, was what they put into the creativity for like adding new stuff to the game.
Sure.
I mean, maybe it balanced out. I don't know.
Look, like my biggest issue with the Switch is they have not released a better hardware version of it in years. The OLED just fixed the screen, and that was literally it. Like
that was the stoddiest fucking thing. I think I see it
like
all
that's,
the time.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like the reason I will defend $70 games is because ideally there's a lot more that goes into them to make them perform at the level that they do for using next gen hardware, right? But for Switch, they're using the exact same hardware that came out in 2013.
You gotta push back on that, especially after what we just said about $70 games disappointing us.
Well, like I said, like I'm talking about like the games that do actually do their job, right? Like I'm talking God of War, I'm talking Horizon, I'm talking Spider-Man, I'm talking Ghost of Tsushima.
Why should it be anything less than 100%? And you're paying $70?
I'm not. Those are the games that don't. Oh, I mean, Gotham Knights was not $70, right?
Yes, it was.
It was.
The next gen version was $70. The Steam version, where you got 60 FPS and you got what you're supposed to get, was $6.
Bullshit. That's
exactly.
No. If a game actually does its job, right, then I defend the $70 price tag. But if it doesn't do its job, again, I'm not paying $70 for it, so I'm not going to fight it on that basis.
To go all or nothing because it's either all going to be $70 or
I know.
it's not going to be $70.
I know.
But that's only with the triple market. Any other market, everything is subject to game, which I love. That's why pros of not doing AAA is like all the prices are subject.
Well, yeah, they're all different depending on the type of game, length, style, quality, whatever.
That's how the AAA market should be, but it's not.
It should, but it isn't because AAA has a standard. So, but the thing is,
the standard they're not themselves meeting, so lower the standard.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you.
But no, the thing with Nintendo Switch is there's literally zero reason for any of those games to be anything more than they were when the Switch first came out because they can release firmware updates all the hell they want. It's not going to change what that console can do.
Bro, hold on. This is going to be the first console in history to try and change and I don't know, inflate prices in the same console generation. Excuse me, what? You're going to try and inflate the price in the same console generation. You are smoking something, Nintendo. If you think that people are going to be paying $70 for Switch games and they come out looking like fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they come out fucking...
Oh my god, that last Pokemon game was bad.
Are you serious?
That last Pokemon game was bad.
Are you serious? No offense to the people that made the game. But the optimization was terrible. You could almost barely play the game. So you mean to tell me you're going to be still putting out quality like that? And then charge you $70? You're going to charge me $70 for Skyrim? Why would you do that? The game came out over 10 years ago. And you're not adding anything new to the table of performance or anything with gameplay. So why should I be paying
exactly? Well, I mean, I don't know if they're adding more. I can't really attest to that. But whenever someone says like a sequel just looks like DLC, because that was the biggest argument for God of War Ragnarok, right? And I'm like, no, they actually added a lot to this game and made it perform even better than the first one did. And the first one performed incredibly, right? And this one added a whole new weapon, first of all, whole new combos, cleaner shit. I'm not gonna get into that conversation, but like, there's something to.
I also expected a different different combos from him, but I mean, whatever. I didn't really care that much about it.
What, in Zelda or God of War?
Oh, in God of War. I expected more different combos from him. But
well, there were different combos. I mean, we got some of the same combos, but then we also got different ones that came in.
I mean, I think the standout. Yeah, I think the standout was Atreus, having him have his own combat style by himself. That was like the highlight.
That was lit. That was awesome.
But no, yeah, I'm sorry. This gotta be pushed back on that because like a lot of these games, time and time again, Starfield's going to be the next one where they're going to have to scale back but still make you pay $70 for it. So like Nintendo isn't the only one guilty of that.
Oh no, they're not.
And that's where we got back to the thing where like,
but Nintendo's still the scummiest one because they're trying to say, oh, this game's going to be so much better than the last one was when they're still using 2017 hardware.
I mean, to be fair, their internet is only $20, and to be fair, they're all double charged for internet, but Nintendo does it the least. So, and it
does not matter. It really doesn't. I mean, you shouldn't have to be online to play Zelda, anyways.
You shouldn't have to be online to play half the PS5 games we got, but here we are.
Well, most of those games you don't need to be online for. Like, as long as you have PS Plus. Like, you can play all those games offline whenever you want. Like, even games that you've downloaded onto your system.
If you don't have PS Plus, you can't play them. You're being double charged for internet and giving games as a reward. Like, I don't have to pay for internet.
It's a feature. PC. Well, okay. There's a difference. It's a feature for digital games, right? I get what you're coming from, but like physical games, if you buy the physical game, boot it up, you're good. Like, you don't have to worry about not being connected to the internet. You can just
a lot of games nowadays are just the discs are only it's only the download part. It's mostly digital still. Like, I have plenty of games. Like, I had the digital version, but like because the servers were down, I couldn't play the game offline. And like
then it was an online game. That's different though. Like, I'm talking about like like,
there are games with single player modes that cannot be played.
yeah, and those are scummy as shit, and that's why other news option, or other news topic rather, Redfall, the Desert Redfall, are kind of coming back a little bit about their whole have to be online all the time to play their game when it's a co-op single player game. It's not an online multiplayer game. So that's nice. But originally you had to be online all the time to play their game, and that's annoying as hell. But like Hogwarts Legacy, right? You don't have to be online to play Hogwarts Legacy at all.
This isn't the first game that's done that. That's been single player.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of games that do that, and it's always scummy when they do that. And no one likes that. No one likes that. And everyone's trying to not make that the norm, right? But at the same time, there's the majority of single player games don't require online access to play the games. So there's that. There's only a handful of games that do.
Because you have DRM in a lot of games now, and if they can't connect to the internet and make sure that you're not doing this fraudulently, you can't play the game. So there's a lot of single player games that you need internet connection for, before you get to play them, and it's fucking annoying, and that's another fucking gaming topic. Why the fuck do we need to fucking have internet connection just to verify somebody paid for something? Yo, if you're that sick of piracy, too bad. People are going to be pirating no matter what. This is why Steam does the things it does. It gives you the tools. Hey, you're going to do this anyway. Do it like this. Do it safe. Like,
right.
They literally had a breakdown. If you're going to open up the Steam Deck and fuck with it, don't blow yourself up. Do it this way.
Right.
Like, literally, and then ever since then, other companies have been doing, hey, this is how you open up the PS5 flaps. This is how you do this. They didn't have that before. People were just doing it and then fucking their systems up and then trying to blame the company, doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, dude. I'll give you that. Cheers to that.
So, look, if you're gonna do it. Just do it safe, man. Like, it's... And these companies aren't giving anybody preservation options. Nintendo's being horrible about preservation. Sony, they're backwards ass PS Plus greedy.
I still don't like the PS Plus tiers. I was thinking about doing the PS Plus tiers to give us like content for when we do our Monday game night, our proper game night. But like, there's not enough on there to warrant doing that. So no.
CEOs are just like, yo, give me money for nothing. Just like, we're going to give you games that you can already pay for currently, but have a subscription. And then it's just like, all right, well, we're going to have PS3, stream only. What was that, PS Now? Terrible. I got it twice in my life, and both times I regretted it because I wanted to play old games that I didn't have anymore. And it was just not a great experience, not at all. So they thought that one of the biggest selling points for me to pay $120 a year for it would be, yo, you can stream this, use a streaming service that halfway did not work the last time and still only halfway works this time. Give me money for nothing. Like, what am I paying for? And then their PS Plus, their PS2 and PS1 collections are bad. The last 3 ports that they ported over was shitty. They didn't work. They had glitches. Give me money for nothing. Like, I could go on forever.
I would really like to know who actually, or the number of PlayStation players that have actually bought the other tiers. Because I'm still chilling on basic, and I'm totally happy with basic. I might go to extra, but like, I'm not really that worried about it.
So I get some people have to be the guinea pig just by nature. Somebody's got to do it so they can tell everybody else how bad it is. I don't fault you if that was your game plan. That's fine. But literally everybody else, it's give me money for nothing. If you give them money, you will get nothing back of value. That is literally what they're doing to you right now. Like, and they're trying to compete with Xbox. They tried to say that they weren't, but they weren't. They didn't want to cry about their acquisition. It's like, PlayStation, could you just go make some games, bro? Stop milking Last of Us 1, bro. Stop milking all these other series. Just go make some games, bro. Go back to the fucking 2002 PSP, bro. Go back to 2002, like, PlayStation, bro. PlayStation 2, man. Go back to those days, bro. Like, make some new stuff that's fun and exciting.
Dude,
bro.
I'm right there with you. I'm also on the bench of I hate remasters and remakes. I just want sequels to those existing games. But that's another conversation that we've had many times.
Still on my release date channel, like my release date game lineup 10 years later. Yeah, bro. Yo. Factions. Focus on that. Give me something new. Yo.
This has been JayDubbs Rant Corner.
Yo. What do you do? You gonna make it $70? You gonna make it a new game at $70? When I was playing it originally on Last of Us 1 for half that price, it was $30. That with a story. Yo, all right, Naughty Dog, you lost me, man. You lost me. I'm not even gonna talk about that thing that was on HBO. Not even gonna talk about that. But like,
see, I love that show like a lot. It was even though you hated the actress who played Ellie, which, I mean, fine, I get it, but it was still the best video game adaptation of all time. So, what was better?
Witcher, sorry.
Witcher was not a video game adaptation, so that's null and void.
I mean, it was a video game adaptation. It was a book adaptation.
It was adapted from the book. Nothing was taken from the game. So, I mean, try again.
Also in the game, so the game was also a video game adaptation.
Stop.
What?
Nah. Try again. What was a better video game adaptation than The Last of Us?
Ooh, I would say like Street Fighter.
That's bullshit and you know it. That's bullshit and you know it. Don't try that. Don't try to sneak in Street Fighter. Stop. Street Fighter. No.
I really like the Tekken adaptation, live adaptation. That was dope.
Bruh. Like, I might give you the new Mortal Kombat movie, but in terms of like, you know, The Last of Us did the game almost scene for fucking scene.
Oh, fucking Sonic.
Like,
do I have to say any more, bro?
No, Sonic true. Sonic 2. Okay, so here's my. I finally watched Sonic 2. Right, finally watched Sonic 2. It was really good, but I felt like it wasn't as spectacular as the first one.
I'm waiting for Shadow, bro.
Yo, I'm hyped for Shadow though. I am hyped for Shadow. And I just hope I'm the nerd in that corner that wants Sonic 4 to be Silver because I fucking love Silver.
Keep it done with 3s, bro. Like John Wick was great enough to survive to 4. We need to keep with 3s, bro. We're not trying to become Fast and the Furious 10,000, dog. Like, nah.
Look, I just want a Super Smash Bros. Movie. So does KJ. Make it happen. Like, God.
Like, I think Sonic was probably my favorite video game adaptation. It was one of the most. It did, have to take liberties, but it was like really accurate. It gave Sonic a really nice backstory.
It was a good adaptation, and like I also love Detective Pikachu. I love both Sonic movies. Castlevania the anime was awesome, but I can't wrap in like anime adaptations in the same light as live action adaptations because live action is a lot harder to do. So I can't do that. But speaking about anime adaptations, there's a new adaptation that I'm so freaking excited about it. I can't wait. Oh my God. They're making Netflix. And I am so happy that Netflix is the one doing this because they also did the Castlevania adaptation, which was lit. They did the Dragon Age adaptation, which was awesome. They did, there's another one. They did the freaking Cyberpunk, which was fucking, my God, I loved it so much. But, they also did Arcane. Holy shit, Arcane. Such a good show. But now they're making a Scott Pilgrim anime, and I am so excited. I know you don't give a shit about Scott Pilgrim. You have no idea. Like, this movie is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I mean, I played the game with my brother. I watched the movie when it came out in the movie theater. It was fun. It was dope. It just never, it was really, really cool, but it just never got me as, a long-standing fan type of thing.
I mean, that's fair. I didn't even know about the game until I watched the movie, so I'll give you that.
Oh, that's hella late.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, but, I was thinking about it, and it's like, I mean, it is pretty much built to be an anime. It was almost like they did the live adaptation
of course.
first. It's like they went backwards. They did the live adaptation first instead of doing the anime first. But like, it is built to. But like, I just hope that they do a different story. Like,
I think they're gonna like kind of. I hope they like kind of continue the story, not just retell the same movie but in anime form. But I that's exactly it. Like, the Scott Pilgrim movie is the best Scott Pilgrim anime adaptation ever, because it just looks like that. Like, if we want to try to do live action adaptations of anime, look at Scott Pilgrim and model it off of that. All right, like, don't try to make it hyper realistic. Don't try to make it with like these
3D. No 3D CGI.
Oh
please.
God, no! I hope it's not 3D. Oh my God, I will kill someone if they do that, because they're making a another anime from was it Musan, I think, but I think I might be. It's my God, what the hell is it? I don't know if it's Musan or if it's a different name, but anyways, and they're like hyping up like, oh my God, new anime from this like classic anime, but it's like that 3D style anime. I'm like, fuck you, it looks disgusting. I do not want to watch this.
Rudy is pretty popular, and Rudy has the 3D anime. I'm like, this is nice. Like,
yeah, I hate watching that style. It's so bad. It's so lazy too.
I mean, side comment to like Dragon Ball Z, like Dragon Ball Z Super Broly is probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies of all time.
Yeah, but it's also not 3D animation.
That's what I'm saying. It is some of the most beautiful hand-drawn 2D animation I've seen in an anime movie. They spent $8 million to make that. They got like $100 million back in return. It was a huge.
That was a really good movie.
And then they came up with the new one, Superhero, and they went to this 3D animation, kind of 2D drawn. I was like, dude, this sucks. It doesn't look as good. And it's like they struck gold with something, and then they changed it.
That 3D animation is exactly the style of animation that I hate to see anime games in. Because, like, you know, like that 3D animation that they sometimes do for video games. It's like
they can make it smooth. It looks good, but with Superhero, it was just really stiff, and it just like they only did new drawn animation for the opening. There was an opening scene that they did all 2D drawn animation, and it was really cool. And I was like, all right, cool. But it wasn't in that style the whole time. I was like,
that's so stupid.
But like, hopefully, and then there was an article that came out that said that the creators were really unhappy with that, but the publishers had them do the art style. It sucks, man. Like,
probably to save on money, because having to do the drawn animation takes forever and it's a lot of money, whereas the 3D animation is so much faster.
Well, so what they said was the 3D animation was more expensive. It was actually cheaper to just draw.
How?
So then they were just like, well, why not just let us do it the cheaper way? They were like, oh, well, we got to make it look so pretty and do.
Nope. I don't think I've met a single person that actually likes the 3D animation style. Like, it always looks bad. So I'm really hoping that the Scott Pilgrim anime is like, you know, classic animation, or even better, that like, you know, old school animation. Because it is an old school game, right? Like, I would totally be down with that. But the reason I'm so hyped for this is because, like, they're bringing back all the original actors from the movie to do the voices for the anime. So, you know, we got, oh my God, we got Mary Elizabeth Winstead back as Ramona Flowers. We got Alison Pill as Kim Pine. Johnny Simmons as Young Neil. Anna Kendrick is playing Stacy again. Ellen Wong as Knives Chow. We got Audrey Plaza doing Jewel Powers again. And that was my first time ever seeing Audrey Plaza in anything. And then I saw her in Parks and Rec, and I'm like, I love you so much. You're awesome. Oh my God. And of course, Michael Cera as Scott. And he's the quintessential Scott. He was so good in that role. Like, damn.
Breaking the seal.
And Chris Evans, by the way. Chris Evans.
Fuck Chris Evans. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that guy. I'm breaking the seal.
All
I'll be
right,
back.
I got a BRB scene.
Chris Evans. Actually, I don't really need to explain why I create Chris Evans. Chris Evans is Chris Evans, and I hate him now.
Chris Evans is amazing. What's wrong with you?
What did I do? Did I collapse myself? Okay, there we go. Yeah, Chris Evans is ass. Fuck Chris Evans.
Okay. We're back, and Jules has something to say.
Think about Chris Pratt. I like Chris Evans. Chris Evans is good.
It's Captain America, man. Like, why would you hate on Captain America?
Oh, yeah, Chris Evans is good. I was thinking about Chris Pratt. You know, I don't like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt seems like the tool.
I like Chris Pratt as a person. I think he's funny and chill and whatever. But, hey, Davion Cohen, facts. Sorry I missed your chat. Sorry, I don't always have the chat up and everything. But Davion Cohen, what are you saying facts about? Are you hype about the Scott Pilgrim anime? Do you also hate Chris Evans for some reason? Well, give us some context, my man.
I hate Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt sucks. I mean, he's ruining Mario, so like, whatever.
I mean, I don't even know why they went with him. That's a whole other conversation. I don't know why they went with Chris Pratt.
This place. All right, Andy. I didn't know you like to fucking try and act instead of shine shoes for motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's round 3.
Oh, I didn't finish my round 2 yet. Look at you. I'm proud of you. You beat me in the round 3. What do you know? Shit.
We should do one round for each topic we talk about.
Embarrassing. It's on stream. God damn it.
That's why you go off camera, my guy. That's why I turned around to do mine. I turned around and
Yes. I have a sinus cold.
So do I. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Very, very extraneous on my sinuses, and I smoke, and it sucks on my lungs.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't smoke while you're sick.
Well, you know what? Idea. I married Mary when I was a young child.
Okay, and then do edibles while you're sick, dude. Like, there's other ways to do it.
What are you talking about, guys? There's probably children on this stream. Who knows? I don't know what an edible is. I think he's talking about baked goods.
Hey, you know what? It's legal in most areas. It's okay.
I like baked goods.
I like baked goods. Gummies. Anyways.
Well, I'm excited about, like, I remember playing Scott Pilgrim. I'm on PS3. I'm really excited about
that. I played that one on PS3 too. That was a blast. It was such a fun little, like, side scroll brawler. It was so much fun.
It was really cool.
Ooh, I have another thing I really want to talk about, and actually, you know what? This is actually for you, but I just love it when we get like comic book adaptations into games, and TMNT: The Last Ronin is getting a video game adaptation in the style of Batman Arkham, and I can't freaking wait. That sounds dope as hell.
I wanted to take Ghost of Tsushima route. I want samurai forms. I want realistic ninja turtle samurai.
Okay, so I am so unfamiliar with The Last Ronin.
It's such a good story.
I know. But like, who is it? Like, which is the last turtle?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, come on!
I'm not telling you. I'm sorry. You gotta.
You're such a bitch.
And you're gonna be like, and that's what makes it so juicy. It's like
I could just Google it. I could just Google it.
Like, I mean, go. Do you want to spoil the public? Go for it. You know, KJ hates when you do that, right?
I know. I know. Sorry, KJ.
Go read it, and then we'll talk about it. Maybe that'll be the next stream. I'll reread it, and then because
so is it actually like a comic series or is it like a graphic novel?
It's more like. I think it's a graphic novel.
Is it kind of like the style of Marvel's 1603?
I mean, because I would get...
Or Superman Godfall, like that kind of graphic novel type of thing?
It's more... Yeah, I mean, it's...
It's funny that most of my favorite comics of all time are actually graphic novels.
It's like a weekly... It was like a weekly comic book. Where,
okay, so it's an actual comic arc then.
Yeah.
Lit. That's awesome.
It was really dope because like I would get posts on YouTube about it. They were like, "Yo, we're doing, the Last Ronin story, and like we're talking about like what happened in the last issue."
Yeah,
and
that's cool. So, that's really cool.
So, like it was really dope. Hell, maybe because I was getting posts on YouTube, maybe they were quoting a graphic that they were doing the chapters of the graphic novel. I can't really.
You know what? I'm going to look it up really quick.
Go for it.
Was TMNT: The Last Ronin a graphic novel or comic book series?
According to Amazon,
it was a complete 5-issue miniseries. So it was a 5-issue miniseries. It was a 5-issue miniseries that was eventually collected into a graphic novel. So
that's why
it was a miniseries. It was a miniseries. Yeah.
But like,
super niche.
It's really dope. I haven't read it in a while. I would like read the inserts on YouTube and stuff like that.
Like I looked over like the brief overview of it, and I was like, this sounds so freaking cool. But I didn't get a chance to actually like read the comic book. But just thinking of like a TMNT game with one turtle that has, all the weapons and training and is a veteran in the style of like Batman Arkham, it just sounds so freaking cool. Like a more serious take on TMNT. That's always my favorite take on like goofy characters, like more serious take on those goofy characters. It's so interesting.
Like the darker tones of some of the TMNT shows, and
that's why I liked the Batman meets TMNT.
Oh, that was dope.
Like that was actually surprisingly darker than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. That movie was really good.
So good. Oh,
and I feel like we've had so much gaming news lately. It's just been a slogfest, which brings me to like talking about like Steam has been having so many sales.
They have. So is PlayStation, dude. Like PlayStation is turning into Steam. They have a PS Store deal like every single month, and it runs for an entire month.
Yeah, and they're a little bit stingy about theirs though, but it is mostly.
But they're doing more than they ever used to.
Yeah, they always have their Spring 75. Like every time a holiday comes along, it's 75% off.
But dude, almost every single month they have a deal. Every single month they have sales on PlayStation now. So it's like they're turning into Steam. I don't know what Xbox is doing. I can't speak for Xbox.
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, they just have Game Pass, and that's how they're making. That's how they lose all their money.
No, they're doing the same thing with Xbox Go. They're giving out free games.
I'm sure.
Epic gives out free games. I think literally every gaming platform now gives out free games.
Well,
Like
I'm not
it's
talking
just
about free games. I'm talking about like, monthly or weekly sales. Because Steam used to be the king of sales. They used to always be.
what's the biggest sale other than free?
It's different though because it's different. Oh my god. I'm getting hiccups. And they hurt. Whenever I hiccup, it hurts. I don't know why. But no, like Sony and PlayStation have been doing really, really well with their deals lately. I mean, I keep on going and putting games on my wish list, and then coming back because I'll get a notification on the PS app saying like, "Hey, your game is now on sale." I'm like, "Oh shit, lit!" That's how I picked up Gotham Knights. That's how I picked up Tiny Tina's Wonderland. With the spring sale, I might pick up Far Cry 6. I'm not sure. I'm so on the edge about spending money on that game because like
Bucks is a mighty hefty bargain. Like act like you haven't spent more on worse.
no, it was called Anthem, all right, but oh my god, but no, I don't know. It's just like
You want it, man. Like
I do. That's the thing. I played every single Far Cry game, and I do want to play Far Cry 6. I'm just kind of burnt out on the series, so it's like, Far Cry
or buy it now and wait to play it 10 years later. Like do whatever you want.
Like I still haven't even actually booted up officially Gotham Knights. I've just done the intro shit, and that's it. So because I'm still playing Hogwarts, I don't have time to play games anymore. Okay. Damn.
And you want to be a father, right?
Look, I can have the kid in my lap and play games. That's fine. All right.
You realize that's a fantasy that's never coming true, right?
It'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. Kids love me. Anyways, but yeah, one last thing so we can rant about it for the next 15 minutes because we're almost at our 2-hour mark, and I don't want to keep this going for too long. We've had 12 viewers. Love you guys. Average view duration has been 1 minute and 33 seconds, which is not great. But it's our first stream, and we gotta get more consistent. And as we get more consistent, we'll get more views. So, anyways, last thing we really want to talk about, and shout this out to KJ, but I don't think he's gonna pop on. Multiversus is going offline. Plans to come back in 2024. So, for those of you who don't know, Multiversus was a WB-inspired, WB-run Smash clone, basically, but with WB characters. So you had, like, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Adventure Time, Game of Thrones, Looney Tunes, all these freaking different characters. The game was actually really fun. The game's legitimately fun.
Okay.
It was a blast to play.
I would have made it my main game if I actually care for brawler fighters.
Yeah.
Games.
Like I would have played a lot more. Like it was just one of those games that we jumped into for a while and we played significantly. But we kind of just fell off it. Same with DKO, it just kind of fell off it.
I played that game once for an hour. There wasn't even falling on it. There was no falling on it.
Well, it was one of those free games that we played for. We played for like a week on that game.
I'll play for a week. I'll play for it. I was like, I'm not into this.
I liked it. I had a blast with DKO. But I think next week we're playing Minecraft Dungeons. I'm hyped for that. But yeah, Multiversus. That game had serious potential, like legit potential. And all this time, it was officially in beta, right? And now it's getting taken offline so they can work on it. It's been getting updates and everything. But now they're taking it offline and they're planning on bringing it back in 2024. Ideally, they're going to take it offline, work on it, make it better than it was in beta, and then give it a full release. Hopefully, it's still going to be free to play.
Oh, they tried to put this game in early access for free. I see.
Well, most
you,
early
bud.
access
I see
games
what
are
you do.
free. Most early
No.
access games are free.
No, they're not. You pay for them in early access, and then they update it to 1.0.
True. It's very rare for them to take a game offline for like
But consoles
what
don't do early
9
access.
months.
See, consoles don't do early access games, and so that's what WB tried to beat. They tried to be the first.
The first thing to do early
console.
access. Yeah, I think they should have this should have been an alpha. This should have been an alpha. Like this first thing should have just been an alpha for a couple months, and they should have been upfront with it, right? They should have been like, "Hey, you're gonna have this game from here until here. Those are your dates to play this game for free."
But then people wouldn't have taken it seriously. They had to market it that way.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, there have been plenty of other games that have been like, "Hey, we're gonna have this in alpha for a handful of months, free to play. You can play as much as you want. We're going to have different characters being cycled through, whatever."
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If people know that it's not the full release, they're not going to put as much time into it. They're going to play it the first time they see something that they don't like, or see somebody playing that they don't like. Oh, this is just a beta. I'm just going to cut it off till they make the new one. Like they couldn't generate any popularity.
Well, the thing is, they did say when this dropped that this was going to be a beta, right? Officially.
Sure, but they're not gonna rub it in people's faces because they want people to take it seriously as if this is the full game, and then give their genuine feedback. Nobody's gonna take something seriously if they know it's just an alpha. They're just gonna see something they don't like and they contribute it to being an alpha or a beta, and then not care, and then and then expect to have it fixed without saying anything.
No, that's my thing. That's my thing though, because a lot of alpha games that go into early access and alpha builds, like, a lot of people will play the game, and if they see something that isn't working or that they don't like, they will accept it because it's an alpha. It's not something that they will just write and say, "Oh, I don't like this. It's an alpha. I'm not going to touch it until it comes out." No, a lot of them are like, "Okay, it's an alpha." They have a lot more sense of like acceptance for that because it's like, "Oh, this will get fixed, so I'm not going to really worry about it for the long run." Because it's an alpha. Look at freaking Sons of the Forest right now. Look at Sons of the Forest. It's early access, and that game has mostly positive reviews, even though there are a good amount of issues with that game. But people are like, people playing it are like, "Oh man, that's broken. Oh well, it's an alpha, so I'm not really going to be worried about it right now. I can look over it for now." It's different if you see all these glaring issues when it's a full release. That's when people are like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm going to review it badly online."
But guess what? Guess what the difference is? You had to pay for Sons of the Forest. You pay for early access. You still pay for it.
Not all the time. Sometimes you do, but not all the time.
You know, it wasn't. So like, if you told them that it was going to be early access, and you told them that this was going to only be online for this and that and the third, and it's an alpha. You know how many people rage quit over brawlers and then claim something's bullshit and then rage quit and just turn it off? That's their excuse. They're not gonna say that maybe they're bad and they need to get better at the game. They're gonna say, "Oh, that's bullshit. This is an alpha. I'm not gonna play this until this gets fixed," and then sit there and expect it to get fixed over.
I mean, maybe, yeah. There is some fighting game culture that will feed into that for sure.
That's the problem with that. Now, when you're talking about traditional early access, you pay for the game and get early access to it before anybody else, and then you talk to the developers through the development process until they get to the 1.0 phase.
Sure.
And that's how you typically do early access, and that's a really great way to do it because people pay for it up front, so that means they're going to be invested in how it turns out.
100%, because they want to get their money's worth. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I completely agree with that. But there are also other free early access games that still give that dev feedback and dev conversation that we just haven't really seen on console. Because I mean, it's not as hard as everyone thinks it is. Like, all the devs got to do is drop a Discord channel, and console players are going to be all over that. But anyways.
Well, the thing about the console market is it's perfectly constricted to make you aim for the AAA.
Oh, sure, of course.
Exactly. Those companies don't give a shit about what you say. But you go to Steam and you go to Epic Games, you go to all these other places, it's like they're more concerned about getting the devs to connect to their people and connect to their audience and get that conversation so everybody can get what they want. Because you can refund digital purchases on PC.
You can do it. You can do it on PlayStation 2 because I just did it. I accidentally bought a second version of Hogwarts Legacy when I was buying Tiny Tina's Wonderland because it was in my cart mistakenly on the PlayStation Store. And I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. I just add to cart and then I went check out immediately. I didn't even look because it's like, oh, it's just Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Okay. And then I was like, oh shit, I was charged like $112 because I got the deluxe version of Hogwarts and the discounted Tiny Tina's Wonderland. So I just went online. Now the online, process for PlayStation is annoying as hell. I had to wait 2 days to actually get connected with someone. But that's just because, like, they don't talk with anyone on Twitter anymore. They closed that. You have to do it online, and you have to, like, just keep refreshing it until it connects you with an agent. And it's annoying as hell because it's all automated and robot controlled. But it's also because, like, how many players are on PlayStation, how many people are trying to connect to an agent at any given time. It's a fuck ton, all right? So I get it, but there needs to be a better sequence for this for sure because it's just annoying. But it is possible. It is possible. You can still return a game. You can return a digital purchase, whether it was accidentally purchased twice, or just didn't like it, whatever. You can still return digital purchases.
Is a terrible policy. And you couldn't even call it you can't even call it a functional refund policy. You can't.
It is very annoying. I will admit it was extremely annoying, but it's there. And that's something.
Here's my first refund policy experience with Steam. I'm gonna have to chalk this up to personal embarrassment. So
that's what I did. So chill.
We were doing our drafts, and I said One and Dead was gonna be a good game. It looked cool, like the demo.
You actually returned One and Dead?
Samurai. Let me finish my story. Samurai gun, samurai gun, woman, NPC, whatever, police department, and a lot of blood. Looked cool, great. Got it on Steam. Graphical mess, stutters, everything, graphics. Bullets didn't go where they needed to go even. It was just mechanics did not work as they should, and I paid $60 for this. So,
$60?
My refund policy experience with Steam. You go into the Steam page for the game. Steam support. Steam questions. Hey, how may I help you? This. Hey, that. Okay. You played it for an hour and a half. Cool. Give you your money in 72 hours, business days. Usually 48, usually 24. Have a good day. Goodbye. That was it. Got my money 2 days later.
That's really nice. That's really quick
and
easy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
PlayStation
Sony
is
does not
so annoying with it.
They do not have a refund policy. Steam has a refund policy. Yeah, you play
nice.
You play it within 2 hours. Typically, you get all your money back. Sometimes, even if you play it for a little bit over 2 hours, you'll still get your money back. Whatever. They have a fucking full.
They have a grace period. Yeah. No, Sony should seriously start something like that because, especially with everything going digital, they really, really need to streamline their return policy and just look at either time or like game playtime or something. Because
all consoles need to overhaul store and need to get it like Steam.
Yeah.
They need to be able to leave reviews for games. Games need to have their categories put on their game pages, reviews, full on descriptions of what's going on, recommendeds, requirements. Like the Steam page gives you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And this leads me to my second Sony blunder. The Last of Us port. Terrible. Optimized. Stuttery. Just not great at all. We can refund on Steam. You need to make sure these ports are right, or else you won't get any extra money. Because we can refund fully within 2 to 4 hours. Sony.
I know.
Sony. You need to redo your store page, add reviews, add certain qualities of life, make your wish list system better. You just need to do a lot of. You just need to get like Gabe Newell. Like Gabe Newell. Everybody get like Gabe Newell. This man is a fucking saint. He is a gamer. He made a gaming platform for gamers, and he made a handheld for gamers. And this man is raking in money. He's doing deals with Microsoft. Microsoft all over the world. That is top dog technology right there. Like, everybody needs to get like Gabe fucking Newell. Like, this man is killing it with his passion. He hand delivered Steam Decks. He fucking made something that has revolutionized PC gaming on a whole nother level, and just gaming in general. Everybody's trying to make a new Steam Deck now, and the INEO too. Everybody's trying to make a new handheld PC.
The Razer Steam Deck.
The Razer. Yeah, everybody's trying to make a new handheld PC to rival Steam now.
Yeah,
man's legendary. Man's a goat. This is, yo. You want to be gaming? You want to be gaming? I'm not trying to set a leash. You want to be gaming? Go fucking PC. Go get yourself a Steam Deck. Go get yourself a PC. That's all I got to tell you. Yeah. You get a PC, you get a PS5, you're golden. You, for all you PS5 players out there,
pretty much.
I know you love. I love my PS5. I love my PS5 exclusive. They're great. But you want to be complete. You want to have a whole thing.
That's my plan. That's my plan.
You get yourself a PC. You get both. You get the whole spectrum.
So, trying to bring us back into the actual topic of conversation, how do you feel about Multiversus just dropping off the face of the earth?
I would have mained it if it was. Something that I was into. Like, I'm more in a traditional 2D fighter, so like I didn't really care for, like, brawlers are fun. I played Smash Bros, Melee with my friends in like middle school, high school. Like, we grew up.
Yes, Smash was awesome. Smash still is awesome. Well, kind of. Smash 4, like, Smash Ultimate is dead. It's a dead game. And that's
I only played it because my friends. It was one of those things I only played because my friends played, and I got surprisingly, accidentally okay at it. Like, so like that's fine. But like, I was never
Pikachu
really
down B in the middle of the map.
Right. I was never. My homie was Kirby. Kirby's the homie.
Fuck
bro.
Kirby.
Like, I don't really care for Nintendo characters or care for that whole property.
Only because Kirby's OP. That's the only reason.
Kirby's the homie, bro. Like, I love Kirby.
He's the best character. He is one of the best characters for sure.
Kirby,
but God, I hate going up against a really good Kirby player.
I just like the character. Like, I've liked him since I was a kid. I was like, oh, I always fucking fuck with Kirby, bro. Like, he was just a dope person. Like, and so like, I don't know. Like, I loved Multiversus. It was really fun. I really got to play with characters that I never thought I'd be able to play as the Iron Giant one day. Like, that was
Iron Giant was weird to play as, though.
You know, he was.
KJ was great as Superman, and that was annoying.
I never thought my favorite Looney Tunes character is the motherfucking Tasmanian Devil. I never thought I would ever play as a Tasmanian Devil in a game, bro.
He was fun. He was certainly fun. Bro. Hell, I didn't think I was going to be able to play as freaking, what's his name from Adventure Time?
Oh, Finn and Jake.
Yeah, Finn and Jake. Freaking Jake playing as Finn was so much fun. I didn't even get a chance to play as Jake.
I never watched Steven Universe, but like I heard it's really good.
I wasn't a huge fan of Steven Universe. I much prefer off topic really, really fast. Cartoon Network shows, there's a lot. Like, Adventures of Gumball is dope. Freaking, I love Adventure Time. And Foster's Home was awesome. I was really hoping we were going to get some Foster's characters. That would have been cool. Not even Blue. I don't even give a fuck about Blue. Some of the other characters.
You can't even talk about Cartoon Network unless you talk about the 80s and the 90s. But that's too much of a conversation. But we also have to just acknowledge that that's what we really talk about when we talk about Cartoon Network. But, anyway, I do agree. Like, I think... Well, you know what? I got, like... 2 other hours of gaming to go through. So like after this, I'm still going to be fucking getting it in with my gaming.
That's fair. Don't drink any more of the variety pack. You're not allowed until next week.
Oh yeah, no, of course I was going to go do the 3. Like I figured we were going to do each one by one. Like
okay.
Just letting you know.
Yes.
I'm going on vacation
yes.
after. Oh yeah, I am a savage. I'm going on vacation after next week. Like I'm gonna be gone. Actually, no. 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, vacation. Oh, so okay. So we're not gonna have videos. Gotcha.
Yeah, Dominican Republic. I'll be gone for like a week.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Anyways, look, guys, we had talked about a lot tonight. And we're about 2 hours and 9 minutes in. We have about a little bit over 2 hours or a little bit over an hour and a half of actual conversation because we did sit around for like 20 minutes. But what do you guys think of this? So far, we got like 13 views. We got a like. Shout out to whoever gives that like. David Cohen just hit us up with facts. Would love to hear some context on that because I don't know when that came in. So I need to get better. I need to actually put the pop-out chat up somewhere so I can see the chat when I'm looking at you and talking and everything because this is over here, this is over here, and I got another screen over here. I got a lot to look at, a lot to pay attention to. But yeah.
Stop being so thirsty, bro. Like my man came in and say facts. I'll facts with you, bro. Facts with you.
Facts, yeah. What? Sure.
I'm so thirsty. Like, yo, what did you mean? What did you? Like,
no, because I'm just curious what he said facts about. Because it was around the time that we were talking about Scott Pilgrim. So I was like,
the only guy at school where you look at them and they're like, you made eye contact with me. What did you want? Did you want to say something to me?
That's literally how you and I became friends. Calm the fuck down.
Relax. No, I asked you for Batman. You had a Batman shirt. Well, fuck you.
I still have that Batman shirt, by the way. It's in my.
I know you do, because you're a real one. Jesus Christ.
Appreciate you, bro. Anyways, guys, thank you to our 13 views for hanging out, and just listening to us ramble for about 2 hours. I promise you, we're going to get better at this whole live stream thing. I promise you, we're going to get better at structuring the live a little bit better. This has been a fairly structured live stream. So there is that. But what we're going to do, and just to rehash a little bit, every Thursday stream is going to be relative gaming news and conversation, right? So we're going to have at least 3 big stories, assuming that there's anything big to talk about that week. Otherwise, we're just going to be having a conversation about stuff we want to talk about. There's nothing really newsworthy than it is what it is, right? Like, you can't just make up news. Well, Fox News does, but that's another conversation. Other than that, each of us are going to bring in our own stories for like smaller stuff in between the big stuff. It's going to be about 2 hours every Thursday. The Monday proper game night, maybe only about an hour. It depends what the game is and how fast we get burned out on that game. So it's probably going to...
I remember we were trying to play Arcade again that one night till like 12 in the morning.
That game was rough. That game was rough. Really rough.
Oh my god,
man! I still think it was fun overall, but yeah, that game. Damn. Ooh, one game that we have to play together is Deep Rock Galactic. That game is fucking fun.
Like Kung Fu Fury, bitch.
Adore that game. It's not 2-player. Fuck you.
Yes, it is. It's co-op. That's why I sent you to the trailer.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, but when's it come out?
Co-op beat 'em up. It's already out already. That's why I nominated it.
Oh, okay, it's a beat 'em up.
I'll pay for your copy. Calm down.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. We're probably gonna do it like a bet style for the proper game night, where if we have to actually pay money for a game, the other we're gonna make a bet. Therefore, if the other person who didn't make the bet and doesn't like the game, they have to give legitimate reasons why they do not like the game. And if they're accepted, we need a third party, and I'll find someone. But if they're accepted, the person who suggested the game has to cover both purchases. So you better recommend some bangers, right? Because the D&D game got bad reviews, but the Pathfinder game got really good reviews. So yeah.
I mean, I played it over the weekend. It was fun.
What, the
I really liked
D&D
it.
game?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was cool.
All right, all right, all right. I mean, Diablo is essentially a D&D game. That's kind of what...
said, let's get Diablo 2. It's $13 right now.
I don't want to get Diablo 2, though. Like, Diablo 4 is coming out. Like, why would I get Diablo 2?
Because you got a lot of hardcore people that like watching people play Diablo 2.
Then they can go watch their regular people play Diablo 2. We're going to play Diablo 4 when it comes out in June?
Basic bitch, that's fine.
May? I forget when Diablo 4 comes out. But that game looks lit.
It does.
I saw your drip picture, and that looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were swag checking each other the whole time.
Of course
So we did play Diablo 4 beta over the weekend. Patrick couldn't because he was feeling sick. I'm sorry, homie.
Horrible.
Rest in peace.
Oof.
Me and KJ played, and we were like swag checking each other when we got new gear. It was really, really dope. There's an inspect tab where you can inspect somebody that you're partied with, and
That's cool.
we were swag checking each other, and it was like really, really dope. The gameplay, this was my first Diablo experience ever, and like it's really fun. It's really mouse and clicky because it was a mouse and click game at first. You know,
I'm sure this game is going to be far better on PC.
Yeah, it'll be.
Is it crossplay?
No. I think it's cross generation play, but I don't think it's like
That's a bummer.
crossplay.
That's a bummer.
No. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Hey Google, is Diablo 4 crossplay?
According to videogamer.com, yes, Diablo 4 is crossplay amongst consoles, quite notably PlayStation
Oh, it is?
and Xbox. You'll
Yep.
be able to join up with other players no matter what system they're on.
It says notably between PlayStation and Xbox, but yes, it supports crossplay, which means if you want to buy it on PC, you can play it with us on PlayStation.
Or we could all just get it on PC. And
I don't have a good PC.
Well, buy it on Steam and then buy it twice. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
If you buy my Steam version, fine. But otherwise, I'm not gonna fucking buy it twice. Fuck that shit. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching us for however long you did, or how I appreciate you guys rewatching or watching this one that gets uploaded to YouTube. Either way, we all appreciate you.
One day we'll get multiple monitors to be able to monitor chats. That's what I want. For
See,
us.
technically, I have my work laptop that I'm using because doing everything on my regular laptop was making it overheat and lag, and it's still very hot right now. I have a Asus VivoBook. It has an i7 processor, which I thought would be fine, but apparently it's fucking not. So go figure. Anyways,
shout out. We gotta give a shout out, bro. Shout out to Yards, dog. The thing.
Yo,
that
shout out
we
to
did
Yards
for.
though.
Shout out to
Yards. This is a really, really, really good brew. Very, very good brew.
Shocking. I love this
Next
name.
week-
It sounds really funny.
Next week, I get to pick the brew of our variety
Look how
pack.
pretty this is. This is what I was talking about. Look at the reflections. They make it look so pretty, like it's glowing. It's just like, it's a really cool design. I mean, it's a really nice beer.
Well, they
It's
did say it's
out of
Galaxy Hop Hazy IPA. It was fairly hazy, but I think it could be hazier.
I think it was a light hazy, definitely.
Yeah,
but
I think next week I'm going to go for
That's
the
the
Level
whole-
Up, which is the tropical IPA, which I love tropical beers. So
I do love tropical because I'm a tropical person. But like, this is hazies are light, so it's supposed to be a light IPA. We just contradicted ourselves. Goddamn, we're not stupid people. I promise. This was good.
Well,
Love
kinda.
it. Shut the. Don't make me curse you out in front of kids. I don't want to do that.
Kids.
Hi, kids.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay excellent, and we'll see you on Monday for Proper Game Night with Minecraft Dungeons. Are we doing Minecraft Dungeons?
Let's play it on Sunday and see how we feel about it.
I might not be available Sunday. I don't know. We'll see.
Or sometime this. Let's play it sometime.
Download it and play it on your own. See, well, no, that's the thing. Okay. Let's wrap real quick. The proper game night, right? We're not supposed to really play the game before we play the game.
Right, but
it's supposed to go in blind.
But how can we know if we want to play it?
Like, the only thing we'll do is get through the intro, right? The only thing we do is get through the intro to the point where we can just play freely. I saw gameplay for it. Look, it's free to play. Fuck, this is not a bet. I'm just saying, it looks like a blast. It looks like a dungeon crawler.
Fine, I'm down. I don't care.
All right,
but like, yeah, all right, yeah, and then we could do like Dungeons and Dragons the weekend following.
Yeah, because I had to also buy that game. I have not bought it yet.
You bitch! Why did you just say that?
Because you also said Minecraft. You're the one who recommended Minecraft Dungeons. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit.
As soon as you said bet, I bought it under the insinuation that you bought it as well.
I was going to buy it this weekend because I knew I wasn't going to be able to play Monday. I was hoping I could play Monday, but I was taking the assumption I was not going to be able to play Monday.
Fine, you could have just told me. Like, I'm chilling. Like,
also, I get paid Fridays. I get paid tomorrow, so you know.
Okay, that's fair. I get paid next Friday, so
yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay excellent. I'll see you guys during the proper game nights on Monday, where we will be playing Minecraft Dungeons. I love you guys. Be a star, Jackie. Yeah, ride that. Star jockey. Ride that star.
That's the theme for the channel. Be a star jockey. Be great.
That's literally been the thing for the channel. Guys, stay excellent.
Now it's under a different banner. Star jockey.
Excellent. Also, really quick, while we're live, do you want to know where I got the phrase "stay excellent" from?
I don't think they do. Star jockey. End the video. Star jockey.
Love you guys.